Hey YouTube, this is my explanation on why I'm so upset about that Pillsbury commercial I was talking about. Um, see, I'm mixed. I'm very mixed. I'm black and Hispanic amongst other things, and I don't really like getting into it because it's such a long, excuse me, long list. Um, my biggest problem with the media and everything else is that I have no one to relate to. You know, there's a Spanish channel, and then there's BET, and then there's like the Cosby Show. There's the Boondocks. There's House of Pain. You know, and then there's Novella. It's Brothers Garcia. Yeah, there's no mix. At least I don't see a mixed family, mixed couple. I don't see it, and it just really upsets me because growing up, it felt like I had to pick a side. You know, um, there was a lot of black girls on my block and very few Hispanic girls. The Hispanics didn't start moving in until much later in life, and I tried so hard to be like these black girls, and I can't exactly tell you how they would act. I was just trying to be like them, and they weren't so accepting of me because I wasn't like them, and I don't know why, but uh, I don't know. It's just in my family. Like, I was raised by a Hispanic mother. My dad was barely around. He was a trucker and he drove a lot, so he was barely around. He was always working. And my mom, she was always working, but she would be home a lot more than him. He was always on the road. So I was basically raised by my mother, and she loves black guys. Good God, she loves black guys. But she didn't raise me to be Hispanic. I don't know how to put it. Like, I don't like to eat Spanish food. I can barely dance bachata. I can't salsa. I can barely merengue. I barely speak Spanish. And it's hard growing up like that because you don't know who you're supposed to be or who you are. And you see the Hispanic kids and you see the black kids, and you're thinking, I have to be one of the two. You know, my mom never explained to me that's, like I have to make that decision or anything. My dad never said I had to make a decision or anything. I wasn't influenced by anyone to make this decision. I just came to the conclusion that these are two separate cultures that I've never seen mixed before, and I'm mixed. So who should I be with? And neither side accepted me when I was little. And I basically stuck to myself indoors reading, playing video games all day with my brothers, and my family was shut out a lot because we didn't associate outside because they be wild. um, so yeah, junior high school, I tried so hard to be like the black girls and the Hispanic girls, and it was tough because I had to talk ghetto, and I can't do that. As you can see, I suck at it. I want to be like the Spanish girls, but I can't speak Spanish. Un gato en fuego en es pantalones. I think I said there's a cat on fire in my pants. That's the most I can say in Spanish in a full sentence. Tidbits I understand, I just can't speak it. But yeah, it's tough because kids would always make fun of me. Till this day, I still get made fun of for not really understanding Ebonics, for not talking with an accent. Some people tell me I don't have an accent. Black girls, Hispanic girls, monkey better. I went to the Air Force and they were wondering why I don't have a New York accent, or I don't have a Spanish accent, or I don't have the crazy black girl accent. And it's because of the way I was raised to be. I wasn't raised to be one or the other. And I'm grateful for it, but it also made school very tough because in order for me not to get jumped, I had to pretend to be someone I wasn't. In order to make friends, I had to pretend to be someone I wasn't because they just didn't understand why this dark-skinned girl with crazy-looking hair. Believe me, my hair does not look like this. This is it straightened. My hair is very curly and very thick and very long. Um, they're just wondering why she's so different. A lot of the girls thought I was acting better than them and that I felt I was, and I never felt that way. I was actually trying to be like them because I wanted to fit in. I wanted to know who I was as a person. And it's hard, especially without growing up with like a role model in the media. You know, there was Pocahontas. I'm part Native American. Um, the new princess, what's her name, Tiana, didn't come for a very long time, so I didn't have a Tiana princess. These girls are so lucky today to have her. There was no Hispanic princess. If there is, please point one out to me because I never saw one. There's no mixed family TV shows, sitcoms from my understanding. So it sucks because no one really understands you. Some people see me and they perceive me to be one or the other. With my hair straightened, I look Hispanic. A lot of people confuse me to be Dominican, and I'm not. A lot of people also think I'm Jamaican. I'm not. But with my hair curly, they're like, oh, that's clearly a black girl. Clearly, she's a black girl. And I don't know why. Just because of my skin complexion. I have my mother's face and she's Hispanic. I just wish for other little girls that went through my situation, they would have a role model family, mixed family. Doesn't matter if they're Puerto Rican and black. Doesn't matter if they're freaking Asian and Jewish. I don't really care so long as there's a mixed family, because then I can be like, you know, my family is like that. They may not eat the same type of food, they may not dance the same way, they may not listen to the same type of music. But the fact that there's a mixed family out there, it would have been a great help when I was little. Then I wouldn't have to feel like I had to choose. I could have been brave enough to just be me. And it took me so long to realize that. I just realized that a few years ago. And I'm 22. This world needs to start opening up just a little bit more. Because they're influencing these kids to be one or the other. To only date one race. A lot of these shows are, well, they're not outright saying it, but they're showing it. And I guess that's not to anger the public, because a lot of parents don't like that. Like, a lot of black guys get mad when I date white guys, or just outside the race in general. And I see a lot of white guys get upset when blanquitas date outside their race, and, you know, just, there's always those assholes that just ruin it for everybody. I just wish this world needs to change, because there's so many flavors, there's so many different colors to the rainbow, and there's just so many things to experience with each other, like, just to get to know, like, the other half. My best friend from Oklahoma, she's a ginger. My other best friend, she's Russian Puerto Rican. Ain't that crazy? My other best friend's Dominican. There's just so many. Dated a Bengali guy. That was a great experience. Because he was very conservative and he was a gentleman. Because of the way he was raised. Why not mix it up a little? Why only have, like, the nuts when you got some raisins and some cranberries and stuff on the side? You know, who just wants one thing? I don't know. I never saw the world as in black and white. I saw it in, like, in blue, purple, and gray. You know, all mixed together. Which probably make a really weird color. Well, yeah, hopefully this video will get some positive responses, and maybe I can find someone who went through my situation to teach me something.